What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another scary reaction video where we're gonna be watching scary videos you can't unsee. But the thing is, like, they're gonna be stuck in my memory. But guys, I've been really enjoying all the creepy, scary, all that stuff. The past videos that we've been watching. I still can't find a video that is like try not to get jump scared. I still can't find like any of those videos. I try my best. I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure, but don't forget to subscribe if you want to support me more. Go check out Twitter, hit that follow button. All I want to see is the numbers go up. If you want to support me even further, go check out TikTok where I make funny clips from games that I play. So here we go. We're just gonna go straight into it. 34 minutes. I think this is the longest video.
Late one evening in Philadelphia,
Longest video that I
Heather
watched.
Paul is outside on her front porch having some ice cream with her husband and
Ice
her two
cream.
sons. But then Heather suddenly spots something that
What is it, Heather?
absolutely
What is it?
creeps her out.
It's pretty sure gonna creep me out. I'm gonna try to like talk a bit more whenever I watch these scary videos. I feel like I don't talk that much. What the? That is just a person just walking outside.
What? What did you say?
Oh God.
What did you say, Mommy?
Mommy, the ghost is right there. What? I know I said I was gonna like listen. That's why I'm like talking less, but like
You can't tell me.
I'm gonna try to do both at the same time. That's a ghost. That's a ghost. This is.
Heather whispers, "She scares me," to her
What?
husband and children, but they have no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah, we don't know
Neither
what you're
her
talking
husband or
about. I
sons
guess
can
mom.
see the bizarre figure dressed in white that is walking down the sidewalk only
That's
about
just
20
a
feet
person
away.
right there.
Heather says that the woman looked like, quote, a lady dressed like a nurse from the
Okay.
1950s
A
with
nurse?
an eerie grin on her face. Heather is
That
now
is scary.
freaked
A
out.
grin.
She can't understand why no one else saw the strange
Turn
nurse.
around.
So she checks the footage from their front door security camera, and sure enough, the recording also shows a creepy pale figure walking right by.
It just
Yeah.
immediately creeped me out, so I just kind of like jumped.
But it gets even weirder.
Gets
Because
even
you see,
weirder.
Heather lives only a mile away from a notorious
A
old abandoned
hospital,
mental
and the
asylum,
ghost was a
Philadelphia
nurse.
State Hospital at Byberry.
So
a little
maybe a
backstory,
nurse
I live
died
about
there?
a mile from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure, the most notorious mental hospital in the country. A lot of abuse went on there. There was lobotomies performed on patients. There was experiments performed on patients. A lot of them
Experiments?
lost their lives because they were just treated so horribly.
What kind of
The conditions that
hospital is
was in
that?
was so inhumane, and no human should have ever had to go through what these patients went through, and these people just needed help. It's just very sad. They were so overcrowded, like the nurse to patient ratio was just extreme.
With 2 student nurses and maybe 3 attendants, we have all we can do to bathe the patients, get them to cafeteria, take them to the doctors, give them their medications.
So these were like patients that like
and try
really
to
needed
keep the
like
place
help,
clean.
like of
Now,
course
when I was
take a
taking
bath
nap,
and all
we
that
used to
stuff.
definitely go in there, and it was really scary. Like the second you walk on the grounds, you just feel like it's cold. It's not normal. It feels weird. Like you can tell somebody's watching you. There's
Oh,
underground
God.
tunnels underneath, so we used to run around them too, and they used to use those tunnels to transport bodies. And there was still those like metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there, like, in the 2000s. I felt my arm grabbed in there once, and I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was like over there, and oh my God.
But
So
this
that
story
they
gets
they
even weirder
need to use
still.
tunnels
Heather's dad lived in
to
the same house
transfer
as a boy.
bodies like they
When Heather
said.
shows her dad the creepy footage, he tells her that a woman named Linda used to live in the house next door. And during the 1950s,
Y'all heard that? Sorry
Linda
about
was
that.
a nurse at the old Byberry Mental Hospital. So did Heather catch the ghost of a nurse from the old abandoned hospital? And if not, why could no one else see the strange woman walking down the sidewalk?
They did. I don't know why they didn't see it.
No.
But
Cara Msina lives in an old house in New York State that was built in the 1800s and has a very tragic
if y'all
past.
hear that noise,
In the
it's
early
like
to
me like
mid-1800s,
trying to
the house
tear
was
off
part
my
of the
nail. I don't know
Underground
why.
Railroad, a network for fugitive
I
slaves
get so
seeking
nervous, I
freedom.
guess.
Slaves
I tear
escaping
off
the
my
South were
nails.
forced to hide under the house to avoid capture by authorities. Because of its dark history, Kara believes that the house might be haunted, and she says that while her family has lived there, they have had, quote, some ghostly activity through the years. So one day, Kara and her daughter are just relaxing around the house, and they start to hear a very strange sound coming from the basement.
What kind
So
of
for the
strange
last
sound?
20 minutes I've been sitting on my couch, and it's been dead silent, and all of a sudden I hear Santa. And
What,
I thought it was coming
Santa?
from outside, and it's not.
Ho
And
ho ho
this is
and
my
shit?
basement.
He's here to give you some ghosts. What the? They never seen Santa before? Or hear Santa before?
Tell me it's in the same box as Chucky right now.
Yeah, it's right there.
What?
Yeah, it's in there.
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden after all of these months.
Uh-oh.
And it's off.
Kara's daughter flips through a box, which ironically contains 2 old Chucky dolls, only to
Why
find
would
that
you
a
have
Santa
Chucky
figurine
dolls?
has suddenly activated itself and is just talking away, even though the power switch is turned off. But there's something even weirder here that video viewers
Scary.
noticed after this clip was uploaded. Because, did you hear it?
Was it the knock?
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden after all of these months. And it's off.
Just as the Santa doll is picked up and suddenly stops talking, it can be heard seeming to frantically yell, "No, stop!"
Oh. After that noise,
So
I
is
heard the
Kara's basement
knock,
haunted?
but I didn't hear
Is the
no
little Santa
stop.
doll possessed by some wayward spirit? Or is it all just a very odd coincidence? You decide.
I don't want to decide. I
Daddy
want you
Ghost.
to tell me.
One
Daddy
day, a woman named
Ghost?
Cheyenne is taking care of her 2-year-old
What
daughter
the-
when the little girl says something very strange.
Okay, who is it?
Daddy.
Oh my.
Daddy's right there.
Is it your daddy?
No, it's your daddy.
Is where?
Yeah, you don't want to hear.
Okay.
You don't want to
show
hear
me.
that.
See?
Oh,
Your daddy's missing you.
my daddy's missing me?
That's your dad.
Let's go get him. Where'd he go?
I thought they were talking about like the father, but I don't. Maybe her
Her
dad.
daughter seems to be
Dad.
referring to Cheyenne's dad.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
odd because not only has her daughter never met her granddad, but even Cheyenne herself was only just a toddler when her father passed away.
Oh.
So
oh.
Cheyenne shows her daughter a picture, and the little girl confirms that it's the man she saw in the hallway. of
Maybe
their
he's like a
house.
strange person. But
Yes.
that the little
Yes, it looks like
baby's
that.
like, oh, that's your dad. That's your dad. I don't know.
Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah? And Mabel, what does your ghost do?
No.
What did you say he gave you?
Hot.
A heart?
Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Daddy.
Yeah.
2 days later, and it happens again.
Just see me.
What sees you? The ghost?
So that
What are you
like
talking
this
about?
little
Mama.
baby can see ghosts? I don't know. Oh man.
The driver
What?
scared me, and you already freaked me out.
Oh, my own.
This little baby so brave.
Cheyenne says
He's
that
in
her
the
daughter still
closet?
occasionally talks to the entity that the little girl now refers to as, quote, Daddy Ghost. But Cheyenne says that some online comments have scared
Little
her a
baby,
bit.
you're scaring
calls
me,
him Daddy
man. You're
Ghost.
scaring me, little baby.
She's only had an experience like that 2 or 3 times. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, I try to capture it on video. I also had a lot of comments saying that
Comments.
it wasn't like something nice. It was something mean. That freaked me out, so don't say that again. A lot of people were telling me don't communicate with it. I'm not. I'm scared. She is. And she
Yeah.
doesn't understand.
Why? What would happen if you could communicate with it?
Tell him, Mabel.
So is Cheyenne's daughter seeing the ghost of her granddad stopping by for a visit? What do you think? A grave situation.
I feel like this is
A young
that
woman
was
named
real.
Britt
I
lives
don't
on a
know.
large horse ranch in the mountains. She says that lately, things around the ranch have gotten a little strange. Well, actually, they've gotten a lot strange. It all starts one day when Britt's dog Josie just completely freaks out.
So,
Wait, I think we've
I'm
seen
recording
this
this.
again. Another video that we've seen.
of chance that no one believes
Previous
me.
one we saw
Maybe I
the
can
first
catch it.
video, but this one we.
Cemetery.
I think I'm going to skip this one.
Hunter
Here we go.
or hunted. Nick and Ted from the
That's the
YouTube channel
second time
The
that
Hunting Public
happened.
are out bow hunting on public lands in the remote wilderness of Missouri. Suddenly they hear something that sends chills down their spines.
What is it?
Now, let me say before I show you these clips, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, no one is shown being hurt in the following video. There's absolutely no evidence that any crime was committed in this video
Oh
or that anyone
man.
was injured
Oh
in any
man.
way.
I don't know what that
All
means.
right.
I
While
don't
Nick
know
and
what
Ted
that
are hunting, they hear a gunshot, followed by some insane screaming. They
Uh-oh.
immediately grab their camera and start recording.
Any. How are they not scared with all this? I guess
Now, Nick and Ted
gunshots
are in
and
such a
screaming.
remote area of the Missouri woods that they have no cell service to call the authorities. So, all they can do is listen.
And hopefully run away. What? Yeah, you better make sure this person doesn't hear you. Oh my.
I keep getting chills all down my back. Yeah.
At this point, it's not ghosts, it's just people. I don't think ghostesses can hold guns.
I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that.
Oh my god. I feel like they should at least get down. That's why like none of the bullets, you know, don't go to their direction. You know what I mean? Oh my god.
Again, Nick tries to call someone to report the incident, but they still can't find a spot in the woods with cell service.
We ain't got any service.
So they're hearing a murder.
Call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there. I mean, it sounds like a guy. That's absolutely
Of course, it sounds like a guy.
At this point,
I don't
Nick
think
and
no
Ted are
woman
totally freaked out.
screams like that.
They just head back to their truck so that they can get out of there and call the police.
I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department. Okay. I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon, but then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people, obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots.
Saying bad
ended up happening.
words or
I
something.
have
Is that what it?
pins dropped on a
Is that what it
map
means?
about How
Stop
far we were from where we think this was occurring. We didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there.
Days later, Nick and Ted provide an update on what happened after their terrifying encounter in the woods.
So after that hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and the days following that event, I had had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation, and they went in there, and there was nothing to be found.
Even though Nick and Ted
Nothing?
reported the disturbing
Not like
incident and even provided
cases, right? Is
GPS
that
coordinates to local
bullets?
authorities, nothing was found at the site.
Nothing?
There's absolutely no evidence that any kind of horrible event ever took place there.
You know, it freaked us out, and you know, we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that, you know, someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been. You know, your mind goes to think about what could that be, and you know, I immediately go to worst case scenario.
So did Nick and Ted just hear someone having a random temper tantrum or a breakdown? Was it just someone freaking out and maybe just shooting guns at a tree stump?
Oh man.
Or was it something much more disturbing? You decide.
I don't want to
For the full
decide. I'm
version
trying to
of this
listen.
video, be sure to check out the channel, The Hunting Public. Shadow of a Doubt. Now, I've covered the strange and creepy story of a woman named Rosanna in one of my previous videos. Rosanna lives in France in an apartment that she claims is intensely
It looks like
haunted by
a
some
scary
mysterious
house.
dark entity. One night while
Is
she's
that
home
what
alone,
really
she starts
happened
to
in
hear
that
strange
this
sounds
footage?
coming from her children's playroom.
I heard all of my
What she
spit.
catches on camera is truly chilling.
What the? What was that? Yeah. Come on, man. That sounds like laughter a little bit. Laughing. That looks like a shadow? Wait. Is it me or I'm stupid. The shadow could be hers. I'm stupid.
Toys in the playroom begin to move on
Yeah,
their
the toys
own,
are
and
getting
as
thrown
Rosanna
around,
goes to
turning on.
investigate, she notices something very strange.
I did it. I did
Did you
it.
see it?
No.
In the window reflection, the large shadowy figure of a man seems to be standing right behind her.
Oh, well,
But when she spins
I saw
around,
her shadow, but I did
there's
not.
no one there. Rosanna sees the strange shadow behind her again in the reflection, but then the figure just disappears. Rosanna claims that this dark spirit has haunted her apartment for
Or maybe
months,
it was the
but
guy's
she just
shadow that I
can't
was
afford
talking
to
about,
move
but
out right now. So is Rosanna being haunted by some evil entity? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
I guess I was talking
You
about her
decide.
shadow. Then I didn't see the other
Guide
shadow.
to the other side. A young woman named Diana posted a very disturbing video to Instagram. In the video, Diana and her brother are watching as the police arrive at a trailer at the edge of their property. The police are showing up for a wellness check after the sad, lonely man who rents the trailer has not been seen for weeks.
Uh-oh.
It turns out that the man had unfortunately passed away
Oh,
inside
man.
the trailer.
How did he
This
pass
is
away?
the footage.
Right there, right there. Wait, they're going up to Thomas' place.
Oh, man, I'm dying. I'm dying.
So wait, you
Wait, I
said
think I've
the
seen
light
this
wasn't
one
on?
also.
Exactly. And I knew that something was going on.
I'm not too sure if I've
Oh,
seen
that's
this
not
one.
perhaps.
Holy shit.
Or have I seen it? I remember, like, the police lights dying. I'll rewatch
they're
it, I
calling-
guess. I don't know if I've seen this.
Are they calling something in? I'm going back over.
I'm not trying to, like, it's hard to watch.
Jesus.
What are these scary noises? Something going on? I can't look.
Did you see it?
No.
The small shadow of a child can be seen
Okay, I
lurking
see it.
outside the
I
trailer,
did see this.
seemingly
But
lost
I'll
and
keep it
abandoned.
in, I guess.
But the police don't even notice, walking right by as if
Because
they
I
can't
first
even
time
see the
seeing this, I
child.
was like,
And then
I don't
suddenly
see
the
it. I
small
don't see it.
child
But
shadow just disappears.
second
again.
time watching this, I see the kid, right? The kid. Oh man, it's so hard to watch.
The figure disappears into thin air right in front of the police, but they
That's
don't
just a
seem to
guy.
see anyone. Viewers of the video pointed out that there was another odd apparition in this video. Something that looks like the shadowy figure of a man standing in the trailer window. So a few days later, Diana and her father go to check out the trailer, and things get really weird.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Didn't like a bird fall from the sky or something? A crow?
Oh, jeez. Whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like, I don't know, before, a long time ago.
So first, Diana is terrified when a dead crow falls out of one of the cabinets, which seems odd as the man has only been deceased and out of the trailer for a few days. So how did the bird get there?
Yeah,
But next, Diana sees a child's
crow
paintings
get
on the
there?
refrigerator. Her dad tells her that the man had a horrible tragedy where his young daughter passed away many years ago at a very young age.
Oh.
But the man kept her drawings and mourned her for the rest of his life, descending into
That's
sorrow and alcoholism.
sad.
So, is this childlike shadow figure the man's daughter coming back to meet him as he passes to the other side? What do you think?
I don't want to think.
Mirror, mirror. A woman who goes by the online name Pixie Paranormal 1 is a psychic medium and paranormal
I think
investigator.
that this
who's had
guy
quite a few strange
explained it a bit
experiences.
more better than
Some
the
that
first
could be
time.
supernatural.
Whoever video we just watched the first time
What is this
with
noise?
with this video. Shut up.
What is this
Oh my
noise?
god.
And she has also experienced some scary incidents that are just a bit too real.
When there's like words on the screen, I don't read it because I'm too slow at reading words on the screen.
That's a big ass dog.
That's a girl crying.
What the fuck are these noises?
Can you hear that, guys? Hang on. Turn the lights off for a minute, people. Turn these lights off. Turn these lights off. Hang on a minute, guys. We've got to turn these lights off. Turn the lights off.
Oh my god. Sounds like people just screaming, dying.
Turn it off. I don't mind hunting ghosts, but it's the humans that worry me. Human beings freak me out.
But recently,
What?
Pixie Paranormal 1
Humans
had
freak
a
me
very
out? Is that
chilling
what she said?
experience right in
Humans
her
freak
own
me
home.
out.
She heard cracking sounds coming from her mirror, so she grabbed her phone and began to film. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Uh-oh. I didn't see it.
What's happening? Wait. Wait, stop.
Harry, my mirror is cracking by itself.
It's cracked twice so far. Why is it cracking by itself?
No fucking idea.
There's too many.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
Alright, let's just carry on with it. Right. Follow me. It's me.
Stay there, don't go near it.
This way. I know. Mum, I know. There's a naughty mirror. Wait.
Okay.
Why is the girl crying?
I don't know.
I know. Maybe the naughty 7.
The woman's mirror begins to break and crack all on its own
Guys,
right before her eyes.
where is the
Even
mirror?
weirder, what looks like a strange misshapen face seems to appear in the slowly shattering mirror. So did one of the ghosts from Pixie's Paranormal Investigations follow her home? Or just what do you think is happening here? Scary videos. And now again, we end this video with clips that might seem a bit spooky at first, but nah. Case in point, some Dutch urbex explorers are checking out an abandoned old building, and they find something absolutely terrifying.
What is it? What is it? Oh God. He scared me. Oh my God. Whatever it was, it scared the shit out of him. And he scared the shit out of me.
Now, honestly, squatters in an abandoned house are much more dangerous than ghosts. Also, did you notice that this guy's friend has on the same jacket as the squatter guy? Truly bizarre. And next up,
so was that like a fake
her
one?
core as she wakes up to strange activity.
I don't know what just happened.
Some unseen force seems to open and close the drawers in her bedroom.
What is that noise?
But then it's just her cat stuck inside her wardrobe chest.
Oh.
Look, there's his little head peeking out. And finally,
I guess these are like fake
ones.
ones.
Shadow of what seems to be a person who is just not there.
What the fuck? So is he like showing us like the fake videos?
And then Pedro realizes that he just has weirdly designed chairs.
Oh.
Anyway.
There you go, guys. That was scary videos you can't unsee. That was really scary, creepy, all that stuff. The hospital. I guess the nurse, right? The nurse walking around. Did it say anything what happened to the nurse? Did she like passed away or something like that? It's crazy. I guess they did experiments in the hospital. What kind of hospital was that? Then we have like the Santa saying, what was it? Stop it or something like that? That was also creepy. I thought I heard a knock after it said stop it, but I guess it wasn't nothing. But I guess the Santa said it, right? Said stop it. That would be pretty creepy if a Santa did say that, or you know what I mean, right? Then we have like a baby saying, "Oh, daddy's, right here." You know what I mean? The little baby can see ghosts too. That would be scary. And there was some clips that we seen in the past, like 2 of them. There was 2 clips or videos that we seen in the past. This one right here is like the gunshots in the forest. How can you not be like scared when you hear gunshots in the forest and you hear a guy screaming? I feel like you should like run away if you like hear gunshots or like get down just in case if you don't like if a bullet go to your direction you don't like get hit, you know what I mean? Then the strange shadow in this one. I thought that the shadow was this. I thought the shadow was the entity or whatever, but it was her shadow. But then you have this shadow right here. So I was kind of right, but I was saying that this shadow, her shadow, or the person's shadow was, the entity, but it was this was all. I was like kind of half right. Then Then we have the police one. We've seen this one, but this guy right here explained it a bit better. You know what I mean? Or maybe in the past I didn't pay attention that much. I'm not gonna give every single summary for every single footage. But I think I did in this one. But yeah, this was really scary, guys. Really scary. I think the scariest one, the creepiest one was I guess the shadow and or the gunshots, you know what I mean? And the baby one. So I guess three of them at the same time. Those three were like really scary. I forgot the other ones again. Like within a few seconds. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for support. I do appreciate it. If you are new, subscribe, like, comment, all that Google stuff. And yeah, we'll see what happens or what I find next time. I think I give up on, trying to look for it, try not to get jump scared because I can't find anything. So I'll see what I can find next time. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goog. Oh man, guys, it gets really scarier and scarier. And I guess the nurse one was also scary, but I had to put it in second place because the other three were like really intense. I forgot what I put or said for the three videos. But the second place was the nurse one. You see like a random nurse just walking by. That is really scary. But the other three, whatever I said, was in first place. You know what I mean? Because they were really scary. Even though I forgot what I said. Goog, bye.